Hola guys and goods, and welcome to the quarterfinals of the ICBA Season 2. This is the first round of playoffs, one of 3 games which stands in the way for us to getting our championship, and we are facing none other than Jakub, as always, coach of the Green Bay Pikachus. We faced him before in the league. We managed to win there pretty decidingly with a 5-0 win with pretty safe play, mainly due to team building errors on his part, allowing us to play pretty safely and get home with a pretty big win. This time it's gonna be different, of course. It's a rematch, and in the rematch it's of course always more scarier to be on the winning side on the first time, because the opponent saw what your winning strategy is. He basically, quote-unquote, just has to adapt to that, and he is fine. So, but where I, on the other hand, will have to get a different strategy going, even though the other strategy I had before was arguably the best already I came up with, because I already tried my best to win the game. And I have to come up with some different, or bring potentially the same, or something similar, and hope it works again, which is of course something, yeah, which is, does not have a very high rate of success. But either way, before we go into the whole team preview part and all that, the usual shoutouts at the beginning at the match. Shoutout to Johnny GB once again for joining this team for me. Links to his channel will be in the description. He is in the playoffs as well. He has currently, or should upload the match around all players as well. He's facing ICBA. So if we win this, we will actually face one of the two in the next round of playoffs, and that's very nice because we both actually lost in the previous regular season, so can get some nice revenge there. But focusing on this match, recording this match did Metagross the man. His links will be in the description as well. Definitely check him out. He was part of the regular season. He was a replacement coach. He wasn't there from the start, but he joined there, was kind enough to take over a team and play some matches in his name. He sadly didn't make playoffs, but still, give him a shout. He's a nice guy for not only recording this match for me, but for the subbing in for someone. That's not what everyone does. Usually you always want to draft your own team and then play. Subbing in is always something that's kind of, yeah, not as fun. But either way, that is enough for the shoutouts, and let's look at our teams. If you want to know more about my team, I of course uploaded a team builder yesterday with all in detail why these mons, what are his biggest threats, what are preparations, what my game plans and all this good stuff. But for all which don't have the time for that, I have a mixed defensive, more special defensive Melodic, Choice Scarf, Track Larios, Life Orb Scizor, offensive Black Slash Roserade with Hidden Power Ground. Then we got Fizzy defensive, a little special defense investment Skarmory. And last but not least, no Protect, Speed Boost, Electrium Z, Thunder Punch, Sword Stance, Blaziken. And yeah, that is the team. Very similar to last time. It's actually the exact same mons I brought last time. But if you watch the team builder, you already know what my game plan going into this match is. Looking at the opponent's team, he brought Tapu Fini, the Umbreon, the Tornadus, the Chandelure, the Excadrill, and the Chestnut. So his team didn't change a lot as well. 5 mons are exactly the same. The only thing which changed is there's no Mega Latias, which of course he doesn't have anymore. But he didn't bring Mega Latias instead. He brought the Chestnut instead. So I would have loved to have Poison Jab on my Blaziken over Thunder Punch, since he brought the Chestnut, and yeah, we will see if that comes into play. But other than that, the other 5 mons, Chestnut, probably Fist Step for my Blaziken. Last time I didn't have a Fire move. I don't know if it predicts me to have another Fire move again. But either way, Fini probably defensive for my Blaziken. Mainly a Chestnut, I don't really know, because if I bring Fire move, it's not really a check to me. So yeah, maybe it predicts me, maybe it's more special defensive for my Roserade, because it predicts me not having Dazzling Gleam. Whatever, then we got Umbreon. Support offensive. Last time he brought a screening Umbreon, so there could be something similar happening again. Then Tornadus, could be Assault Dash, could be Choice Scarf, could be Choice Specs, could be Life Orb, mixed attacking. Last time he brought a very prepared set for my biggest beef, like Sheet and Barrier and Superpower. That's definitely gonna change. He's probably gonna Heat Wave this time for my Skarmory and stuff like that. Chandelure, big threat. Last time he brought a Life of 1, which could hit my team, basically all my team, for very high damage. This time it could be more Choice ones, could still be Life of once again, could be Calm Mind Sub, all this good stuff. And the Excadrill, which is most likely Scarf, I am gonna assume, because if it's Scarf, it still outspeeds my Blaziken at +1 speed. So yeah, that is his team. Looking at his team, the most likely lead I see on this part is just the Tornadus to get momentum, neutral out, and all this good stuff. So I decided to lead with my Melodic to combat that, because that is my yeah, my mon to take this thing on. So we are just gonna do that. If something happens wrongly, I can of course switch out. And here we go with the match. We are challenged by Pokemon trainer Jakub. Nice yellow glasses, pink shirt, pink hat. He sends out Brian, which is his Tapu Fini, and I am not liking this matchup. Of course, I could potentially be the one he won, but last time he brought the Whirlpool, Taunt, Dangerous Madness variant, which would actually beat my Melodic, so I do not want that. I need my Melodic still around. He still has the Tornadus and all this good stuff. He still has the Chandelure, and my Melodic is the best thing to take these mons on, so I'm gonna switch out into my Roserade, so we can start taking shots already, because Roserade is my switch in once again. And let's see where he goes. So does he go for Whirlpool? Does he go for Ice Beam? He does go for Light Screen. So this time not the Umbreon has screens. This time it is the Tapu Fini. So I'm not expecting screens once again on the Umbreon. So it might be a different variant like that. But I just fire off a safe Slash Bomb right here. Like I said in this T-Builder, I want to play very safe at the beginning, conditioning him that I'm gonna play safe the whole game. Because the Light Screen is up, he makes the switch into Excadrill. Gatorade would have been pretty good with him. Hidden Power Ground as well. But yeah, sadly he is immune to all of that. But this allows me to switch into my Scizor, which is always a check to the Excadrill, so I don't have to worry about anything. He does decide to use this chance to get up as a Rocks very early in the game, but he's not as big. The main mon which is weak to Rocks is my Scizor, but Scizor is not that needed because he didn't rock the Latios, so I'm not too worried. I do not have Defog, so I could actually Defog them away, so I decided to just get up my own Rocks right here. So like I said, I'm expecting him to be Scarf Rocks like last time, and yeah, basically couldn't really touch me. He does go into Scruffy the Tornadus, and this screaming to me, this guy has Heat Wave this time. And I am going to switch up into my Melodic, which is of course my check to this Tornadus, being mixed defensive, mainly special defensive, can take on Heat Waves, Grass Knocks, Hurricanes, Knockouts, U-turns, all this good stuff. Melodic is there to take them all and potentially fire off an Ice Beam back. But yeah, here we are, and Tornadus, or Jakub, decides to go for the knockoff, and from that damage I can actually tell that he is minus attack nature, no attack investment with the Life Orb. So that means he's definitely especially attacking Tornadus, but because he's Life Orb, he is more threatening than the other variants, so I am going to recover right here to take more hits because I need to be healthy. And the switch into Fini was very likely to get at the other screens, so I didn't want to waste it going for Scald or Ice Beam for no damage. He does show the Grass Knot, but with the Life Orb and with my recovery from Recover, I do not have leftovers anymore as well from knockoff, so Recover was covered that play as well. You can see that I actually recover more than he does with Grass Knot, so I can just fire off basically another Recover right here. If he decides to go for another Grass Knot, that's fine with me. If he switches, that's fine with me. I just need this Melodic as good health because Life Up, he has a Life Up on his Tornadus. It does a good amount of damage to all of my team, and I need to keep my Melodic healthy. And like I said, this time he switches into Fini, so going for Ice Beam or Scald wouldn't have done a lot to this guy. And yeah, from the Light Screen turns, I can already tell that this is a Light Clay Fini actually, so no leftovers on his part, so if I can wear it down, that's gonna be nice. No Berry to lift like a Thunder Punch from my Blaziken and stuff like that. That is very nice as well. So I'm gonna switch out protecting him to go for Pro, most likely for Reflect, but either way, I am just gonna switch up into my Roserade, which is my check to this thing. Once again, second shot for you if you're playing the same game as last time. This time he does go for Reflect, so it is dual screens, Light Screen. That is good to know. That means no Nation Madness, Taunt Shenanigans, most likely. At least no Whirlpool, that's 3 moves, and you only can have 2 left. It only has 2 moves left. I get some Black Sludge, and this time I am actually going to fire off a Hidden Power Ground, because I am going to predict him to go into the Chandelure, which is the biggest threat to my team, in my opinion. He has, which he could switch in, and I can hit him so effectively. Then Light Screen is gone as well, but he decides to go into his Umbreon, which is a fair mid-ground play, because Umbreon can take any hit from my Roserade. I go for the Hidden Power Ground right here, and from this damage I can tell that he is a max special defensive, or at least special defensive Umbreon, not necessarily max the def. But yeah, I actually just gonna stay in here and fire off some Sludge Bombs on him, because I would force him to show what his set is since he's not screens. He can't Toxic me. I can stall out some Screen Shots, I can stall out the Misty Terrain, potentially get a Poison on him, all this good stuff. So I'm just gonna go for Sludge Bomb, and once again I see that it's very especially bulky, just goes for the Wish, which is fine. And I am gonna fire off right here once again another Sludge Bomb, because yeah, I can potentially get some good damage on something. If something comes in, it's gonna get a lot of health back, probably all of it, so the Sludge Bomb damage is not very necessary. But then the Umbreon is only at half health after Rocks, which is very nice. So yeah, he just go for Protect, wants to keep his Umbreon healthy, which is fair. But like I said, I'm using all this time to just stall out this damn Reflect and the Mr. Terrain, which is both very annoying currently for me, because I can't get poisons on this. I can't do good damage with my Blaziken once the Reflect is up. So I'm fine with him staying in right here, basically trying to 1v1 this Umbreon, which won't really do the trick, but I can stall out some turns. So yeah, I just fire off once here. I fire off actually Hidden Power Ground, predicting to switch out to something like the Chandelure or the Excadrill or something like that, but he does go into Tornadus. So sadly, he does know that this Hidden Power, which was neutral on the first time versus the Umbreon, is Hidden Power Ground, because obviously he's immune. And this time I am actually gonna stay in right here. Okay, like I paused a bit too late, but I am gonna stay in right here, because that's the turn right now is the side where I decide to pull the switch and play aggressively. This time I did decide to stay in, because the switch into Melodic, which is still at full health, was way too obvious. It was my check the last time. I predicted him to go for Grass Knot or U-turn or something like that. So I did just stay in right here, going for Giga Drain, because in case he goes for Grass Knot, of course, does nothing, and basically I'm 0.0 again. But if he goes for U-turn, he probably will be predicted to go for Sludge Bomb, so I didn't want to go for Sludge Bomb, because then he would go into Extra and all this good stuff. And so I did decide to go for Giga Drain right here, but he does just go for the safe Hurricane. So yeah, the first time we decided to play aggressive, it did not work out. We lose our Roserade, and he is 6-5 ahead, which is not very nice. The Roserade is gone, so we have to trouble switching into the Fini actually now. But since it's a screening variant, I'm not too worried about that. But right now, I decide to go into my Latios, which of course this screams that my Latios is Choice Scarf. He knows it was Choice Scarf last time. And right here, I'm gonna actually go for another aggressive play, which is going for the trick right away, predicting him to go into his Umbreon. He knows that I'm Choice-Scarf. He knows that since he's not Assault Vest, the Thunderbolt will kill him. And since I'm Choice-Scarfed, it's very likely that he will just switch into a special defensive wall, which is the Umbreon, and which he exactly does. So the second aggressive play I do in the game actually does work out, and I can trick this Umbreon on the switch, give it a Choice-Scarf, not making it a threat anymore, having him to lock himself into a move, basically not being able to Wish Protect on me anymore, and all this good stuff. So now that he has the Choice-Scarf, he has basically 2 moves he can lock himself into. He's not locking himself into Protect because that would be nonsense. The moves I see him lock himself into is Foul Play or Wish. And in both cases, I'm actually going to switch out into my Blaziken because I take the Foul Play. Wish, of course, is for free. And I can get a free speed boost going, which allows me to outspeed his whole team. After a second speed boost, I outspeed his Excadrill as well. And I can get some good damage on his team. He actually decides to go for the Wish, which is even better. That means not only no damage on Blaziken, that means a free turn to get it SD up, because if he stays in, he just spams Wish, I get to +6, but if he switches out right here, basically it's a free turn through this trick, and I go for my 1 SD of the game, basically guaranteeing me 1 kill, barring versus the Chestnut actually, funnily enough, but because I don't have a fire move, but he of course does not know that, so he just switches out first into Tapu Fini, probably making a fighting attack of some sort, but I just go for the SD, and I jump to the calculator. Actually, a +2 Adamant Thunder Punch is not enough for max defense Fini, so I am gonna pull the Z move trigger right here and go for my Z Thunder Punch versus this guy to guaranteed kill it. I don't know anything about the investment yet. Didn't hit me. He didn't hit me as well. He does switch out sadly. If I'm just praying not go to Excadrill, he does go into the Chestnut, which is of course annoying as well because he of course resists electric. And yeah, this won't probably not do too much. I can see he can see the Z move animate. Okay, my video is a bit lagging right here. Let's hope that doesn't continue throughout the video. But yeah, you see the Z move animation here from Gigavolt Havoc, and yeah, you can see very nice. So you see Blaziken doing some stuff. I'm dancing, Gigavolt Havoc, there we go, channeling your inner electricity. Don't know where that comes from, but he has it, and then firing off at this poor Chestnut. Of course not doing too much damage, but this brings me in a very nice situation, because from this damage I can tell that this is a defensive Chestnut, and there's no move a defensive Chestnut can do to kill me from this range. Since I do not have a fire move, there's no need in going for that, and the video lags once again. I do get my second speed boost, which is very important because now it's beat his whole team. He has no priority. And right here, like I said, defensive Chestnut has no move to kill me from full bar. He gets crit. Earthquake is not doing the trick from here, and any other thing else as well. So I do just go for a second SD right here, which would actually allow me to be at +4 and kill this Chestnut with a Sky Uppercut and basically potentially sweep through his team, barring I miss my Sky Uppercut. But yeah, I do go for a second Sword Stance. Let's see what good old Chestnut right here decides to go for. Does he go for Brain Punch? Does he go for Wood Hammer? Video lags once again. He does decide to go for the Zen Headbutt. He does hit, and let's see how much damage he can do. My calculation said he can't kill me, and he can't. And now I am at +4. And basically, his whole team is in range of my Blaziken. And barring a miss, I'm pretty much good to sweep right here. He has no priority on his team. Outspeed every stuff he has, which he didn't show yet. I go for his Uppercut. I do hit, which is very nice. So I do kill this Chestnut from here. He does have the Rocky Helmet, but he lived on a sliver of health. Video lagging once again. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, Chestnut is gone. We had +4 attack. I lost count of the speed boost we got so far, but we are actually faster than the whole team he has. And yeah, he decides to go into his Tapu Fini right here. And I just go for Thunder Punch, because +4 Thunder Punch kills even a max defense Fini. We know he's not for counter because he had the Light Clay. And I'm thinking, okay, the only way I lose this is I miss the Sky Uppercut versus the Excadrill. So I'm just waiting for him to put in the Excadrill, and we will find out if I miss or if I hit and I win the game. Right here, next up, he goes into the... Does he go into Excadrill to try to see if he actually can win the game? He goes into the Alex, which is the Chandelure. And I think, okay, I take another free kill before we see if I can get a 90% chance to finish off the game. I just go for the Shadow Claw right here, which is going to kill a dozen of Chandelures. Even with max defense, Kazip Berry, this is a +4 Shadow Element Shadow Claw, so that's not enough. The Chandelure goes down. My Blaziken already having 3 or 4 kills? I don't know. I think 3 kills. Yeah, 3 kills. Next up, he does send out the Excadrill finally, and this is the time to see if we can actually 6-0 sweep with Blaziken in the quarterfinals. I do decide right here. I do the calcs and want to check if Shadow Claw actually kills him from here as well, because I'm a +4 and I'm +4 Adamant 1, and this is most likely an offensive Excadrill. I do the calcs, and actually, depending on his HP investment, Shadow Claw wouldn't kill him. But Shadow Claw still has a higher chance of killing him than Sky Uppercut has of hitting him. So I decide right here actually to go for the Shadow Claw, to basically because it's a higher chance of killing than Sky Uppercut, seeing that it has a 10% chance to miss. I do get a crit right here, And after the match, we actually looked at the HP investment exactly Exegol had, and he had enough HP investment to live if I get the lowest roll out of 16 rolls. So there was like a 6.245 chance I wouldn't kill him right there. Still higher than a Sky Uppercut, so I because that is 10% chance to miss. But yeah, now it's basically a sweep of Blaziken because I kill this with Thunder Punch, and yeah, then it's basically Sky Uppercut with the Umbreon once again. If I miss, that's too big of a problem because it's a Choice Scarf Umbreon. It's not gonna stall out my team. So yeah, this is a very nice win for us in the quarterfinals. Amaziken, the Blaziken, showing how amazing it is and showing how broke it can be with the speed boost if you allow it to get a Sword Stance up, or basically 2 Sword Stances in this case even. And yeah, we defeat Jakub in a 5-0 game once again in the quarterfinals. So we are gonna go into the semifinals versus either Johnny or ICBA. I do not know the result of the match by recording this, so you can definitely check out their channels to see who we are gonna face. But either way, GG to Jakub. The big thing deciding this match was that he did go for Wish on the Umbreon. If he would have gone for Foul Play, I couldn't allow it with SD because a standard Foul Play plus a +2 Foul Play with my Blaziken would kill me. So I would have been forced to go for the Sky Uppercut. But since he did go for Wish, I think that was the big misplay on his part, and potentially not going in Exegol earlier to see if I would miss versus him or get a lower roll. So yeah, the crit kind of mattered, like I said, because the lowest of 16 rolls actually wouldn't have killed him, so it mattered a little bit. Would have been more of my favor, of course, but yeah, either way, that was a pretty nice game. My plan worked out. I did play pretty safe at the beginning, played very aggressive at the end, and it worked out in my favor going for the trick right away. That basically was the deciding play. He had some very nice sets though, which he couldn't show off because Blaziken just kind of teared through his team. So still props to Jakub. Definitely check out his side to learn more about his team because he sent me over Discord and had some pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, alone that is worth checking out his video. But of course, check out all the other links I put in the description as well. And I will see you next week for the semi-final match in the ICBA. If you enjoyed what you saw, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Hit me up on Twitter and Facebook. All the links are in the description. And yeah, I will see you now time.